Hey guys, happy Monday again. Today is Monday, May 20th, 2019. Super excited to have these amazing ladies on the show. With me to my left are Emilie Stopp and Malissa DiMarzo. Did I say it right?
Yep, you
That's
did.
such a great name. I'm Italian, so you know.
Thanks.
So let us know you can hear us and see us. Super important. You definitely want to hear what they have to say. They brought me cookies today, which they smell so good. And I'm sorry I'm having to wear these eyeglasses again. John Wild, what's up? So we got a thumbs up. Ben Gilbert, we love you guys. But yeah, I have to be able to do this so I can see your comments. Long story. Hey, Randy. All right, so welcome, ladies. Super excited to have you here. We're going to start with Emilie. This is Emilie Stopp.
Hi,
And we're going to
everybody.
start with Emilie. And they're from Redfox Promotions, Redfox Promos. Hi, Donna. What's going on? So welcome. So tell us a little bit about you guys. We'll start with you, Emilie.
Hi, everybody. I grew up in Midwest Pennsylvania. I moved to Orlando, Florida, actually never even been here before, never visited. Just drove straight through, car and clothes.
What was the motivation there?
The sunshine?
The sunshine. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Western Pennsylvania sounds cloudy to me.
Yeah,
and
it's a
cold.
small, hardworking town. You know, that's where I got a lot of my work ethic background, but not much growth. So I wanted to move. I found that Orlando was top 4 out of 10 cities for young professionals, so I just wanted to take that jump. I come from a service industry background, so I wanted to just kind of come down here figuring I could find a job in anything. I ended up meeting a good mentor, lifelong mentor of mine right now, Tracy, who kind of guided me into sales. I actually
Brother Stein, we appreciate you, Tracy
yeah,
Stein.
yes, yeah.
Mentor to all.
So I started being a janitor at the volleyball court there, and then it turned on, fast forward, led into sales. Never realized I was a salesperson. I actually been working since I was 12 to 17. I had a paper out, put flyers in that, putting that, you know, I could also mow your grass.
You're an
shovel snow.
entrepreneur. You have an entrepreneurial spirit from very young.
Never knew it until I actually finally took the step to be an entrepreneur. So yeah, I've been here 7 years now, and like I
Do you
said,
miss the cold? Do you miss Pennsylvania?
No, I miss my
Probably not.
family, and I miss.
Of course.
Yeah, I go back and visit from time to time, but it's too much to be an hour and a half from any beautiful beach in Florida. It's kind of, you know, you can work as much as you want in Orlando, but after that, you can just kind of get away. It's really fun.
There's lots of opportunities to have a break, a beautiful break, a nature break
Yeah.
when you're here.
Nature baby.
I was born in New Jersey, so I get that whole little cold, cloudy, nothing against you guys, I love you, but it is just mostly sunny here all the time, and that's kind of what you want for your mood and for your business and then for your relaxation, right? So that's what you want.
Exactly.
All right, so how about you? I just saw somebody call you Missy.
Oh,
So
that's my little
that's your sister. Hi, Melissa. This is Melissa. So tell us
Hi,
a little
I'm
bit about
Melissa.
you.
My name's Malissa DiMarzo. I come from a pretty friendly Italian family. They live over in St. Augustine, so it's close enough to kind of pop over there on the weekend. It's really fun, but living here in Orlando, I moved here in '08. I started just waiting tables, and I actually met somebody who made purses, so it was really great to get involved with them and, you know, start doing trade shows, getting myself out there, meeting people. Since then, I got into, you know, the promotional world. It's been really fun and encouraging, and really has binded our relationship, me and Emily, to be great friends and decide, you know, on the next adventure we were taking. And this just ultimately, with Tracy's help, this was our help, you know, for mentoring and getting us started, and it's been great.
So talk about when two people come together, right? So you've got a partnership, Redfox Promos, right? Is it promos or promotional?
Redfox Promo.
Promo, Redfox Promo,
Yep.
which I tagged, by the way, in the show. But it's one thing to have an idea on paper and then to figure it all out, and then it's a different thing to come together. So what was the catalyst for you guys to go, all right, we should work together and we should have a promotional company?
Well, we really just wanted to, you know, give really good service to people, and we didn't want, you know, people to get products that they're not going to like in the end. You know, you can buy online, but you don't know what you're getting. You don't know the quality, what the print quality will be, and, you know, that's our job to gear you and get you things that are going to work for you, that, you know, are going to be new and trending throughout the year. There's a lot of new items, so we obviously, you know, suggestively sell on things that we like and things that we know are good. If you ever ask for something I wasn't sure about, I'd make sure to give you a better option too, just in case, you know. So we're here to help and guide and, help customers and consumers get what they need to be able to get their logo out there and their brand.
With the business, so that's what people want to hear. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back.
Go
all right?
back, go back.
So people want to know. We can talk about the business, but people want to know what it's like. How did you get to form your own company? What was that like? How did you guys decide? All right, we want to work together, which partnerships are not always easy, and that's what people want to hear. They want to hear how you got there, how you figured that out, how you figured out that you two could work together, not only work together, but be successful at it. What was that process like?
Well, we actually worked together in the past, so we pretty much started out by working together, and then our relationship really grew. We realized that we are more than just work friends, but we can actually be really great friends as well. So we decided to take on to that next step, and we were just sick of answering to everybody else. We really just wanted the freedom,
flexibility.
A lot of personal reasons going behind it as well, which Melissa can talk more on. Just kind of the working from home sense to start. And as we grow, it's going to change. But, for family-oriented things and just giving that, that community service back, we have more free time to divide, into community service, into our company, and giving back.
So how does it work on partnership? And then I want to talk about the giving back, because that, to me, for me, that's the most fascinating part of when you sent me the information. Yeah, John Wilde says, bosses, yuck, right? Nobody wants you want to be your own boss.
No,
Everybody wants to be their own boss. A lot of times, though, it's very difficult. It sounds real good until you start doing it. And then you realize nobody's there to pick you up.
It's hard.
No.
It can be very difficult. How did you get to the point where you go, all right, we want to work together, we're good together, and then you pick promotions, you pick a promotional company, which is a lot of opinions and products and maybe businesses that you didn't even know. You had to learn about the business side of it. Had you guys owned a company before?
Nope.
You had
No.
not. So
No.
Terry's on here. That must be a relative.
That's my grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey,
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Mimi.
We love it. Oh, that's so sweet. Did you guys have to learn together? And then how do you play it? When there's a partnership, there's usually somebody who's really good at one thing, somebody who's good at another thing, and then you complement each other. How does that work in your business?
Well, Emily's the sweet side, and I'm I just make sure, things get ordered and done properly. I'm more on the back end, but we're switching roles now, which is a little different. So she's teaching me and I'm teaching her. So this has just been a learning experience altogether, but a really great one. And I hope it's just going to keep getting better from here. So
Yeah, we definitely help
really
each
good.
other for sure. Whenever it comes down to the back end and the paperwork and things, she's more of an expert on that side. I've been always more of the front face, deal with the client, go out in the field, go do the cold call, just try to build that relationship with people. And she's naturally great with people to begin with, so it's just kind of guiding in that direction to figure out how to actually deal with them on a business level rather than just the friendship, which of course is great. And that is truly why we got into the promotional world, because you have so many different people you can target. I mean, it doesn't matter, from construction to cars to resort to any kind of industry we can help.
PTAs.
So it's really fun, yeah, being in schools and
Charity walks.
Charity work. It just really can touch all ends with the kind of area that we're in. So it's
And you
been a
said
great
something
partnership.
before we went live. You said that you all are not afraid to tell each other, you're honest with each other. And I think that's where a lot of times these partnerships unravel, these business relationships unravel, because you get to that point, you're like, well, I don't want to make them mad. But you all, it's not that you're making people mad, guys. It's
We
that
just
you're
talk.
you're talking. You have to talk through things. You've got two different individuals who have the same goal, don't get me wrong, but they're different people. So when you're dealing with people, you have to figure out how that's going to work. And if you don't have honesty, vulnerability, authenticity with your business partner or anybody you're doing business with, it can be a challenge. So I've got a question from a marketing perspective. Hey, Donald, what's up, buddy? Hey, Carla. What are some of the mistakes that people make? Because I think the perception is that marketing materials, which is what you all help them with, you help them with things that are going to be, their branding is basically what it is.
Yeah.
People think that it's outside their budget, or they think, well, I don't need another pen. I'm just going to tell you some of the things I hear at the trade shows I go to. How do you work? What's the most important thing when you sit down with a client? What do you all do to make sure that they believe in what you're giving the advice for?
Well, first, we don't try to sell you anything we know is not going to work. We sell things that we physically have touched and felt and know it's a good quality product before we sell it to you. There's things that get dated, like the little screen brush cleaners that clean your keypads. Like, who really needs that? But get a pop socket for the back of your phone. It's about the same amount of money, but more looks. And I actually saw a thing that umbrellas, if you were to buy an umbrella, it lasts for 15 months, which is a great impression. It's like $1 per look, which is really good. And then, if it's a quality one, they're going to keep it even longer than that. And just think, you can even get a light up Star Wars umbrella if you wanted. Like, there's just so many options, and we can find different price points for anybody. If you have a little bit more time, overseas is a good route. We do whatever we can to meet the budget, to get you what you need, and to give you a quality product that you're going to want to refer us and want to tell everybody where you got your product, not kind of hide it because you don't like the way it looks. That's never what you're going to get with us.
Yeah, you don't want to. So I go to a lot of trade shows, and my least favorite thing, the thing that I feel the worst about when I'm going to a table, by the way, I hate tables. I'm not really good at those. I like to go get all the stuff, but I don't like to work them, just for the record. So, but you go to the tables and you think, oh my God, that is so cheesy looking. Or how is that functional? I was at an event recently, and they had, Florida, by the way, snow scrapers, windshield snow scrapers.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, at first I was like, oh, that's cute. And I thought, oh my God, they spent money on that. Who's going to use those? So to me, that was somebody who they were just doing what the client wanted and weren't really being their advocate and helping them through the process. And I think you guys definitely listen.
Yeah, you cut that time in half whenever versus buying online to buying with somebody where you could just call our cell phone or our office and get a live person. We would kind of want you to tell us what you're shopping for. So you say you have an event in Florida for a school industry event. We're going to pertain that way. We save you from looking through thousands of products and kind of say, hey, this is something like there's 5 to 10 options in a category that pertain to you. And let us know the budget, then we can save you all the time, and that way it's just a lot easier for you to wrap it up.
How hard is it to help somebody? Like if somebody comes to you and says, all right, I'm a new company, I want to brand myself, right? And a lot of times people come and they have zero idea. Most people will go with a pen, right? So pens seem to be easy. They're not as expensive normally. But that isn't always the most beneficial for what their branding is. So you guys take the time, you both have the marketing experience, you take the time, you know the products, and then you sit and you consult with them. Do you ever run into anybody who says, oh my God, I can't even see that, I just want giant inflatable t-shirts. I don't know, I'm just throwing out the insanity you guys must get.
Yeah, we'll give them whatever they want, but we try to put our input on a little bit, be suggestive. There's constantly new items that, come out all year. So, new and trending, we're always keep our people in the loop so they know what to get. We don't, like I said, we don't want to give them anything that they're not going to get their money out of,
Well, because as we all know in marketing, you want to be seen, but they're the first person they're going to blame is the person they bought it from.
For sure.
And so even though, that's why it's so critical, I love what you guys do, is that you will consult with them, because sometimes your idea of branding, sometimes your idea of what you want to put out there, it doesn't necessarily go along with what your message you're trying to get out there. It's funny how people have this concept. I see, you're right, John, we all like the bug scrape, especially now during love bug season, which is insane.
We should do something for a love
bug.
We're gonna look that up after the show, guys.
But yeah, the ice scraper is completely different. I guess they could have doubled for a bug scraper. My bad.
Yeah.
But they said ice on
it.
them. Yeah, that's right. They're being creative. All right, let's talk about giving back to the community, because that was part of your mission statement that you sent me, and I know that's a big part of what you do. So you want to connect with locals. I can't remember the exact word you said, but you want to connect with people who are local so that you can have an impact in the community. Why?
Yeah, it is very important to us to give back. I myself have been giving back to the community since I was a young child throughout certain programs, and it's very important to us. Another one of our partners that we mentioned, Tracy Stein, he had actually gotten me involved in the American Cancer Society. Melissa's getting on board this year with us. We put together events that help raise, and all the proceeds go to, American Cancer Society. There's a lot of other fundraisers that we do. Victim Service Center is a local one that I really believe in. I love what they do to give back to the community. They were the first responders on the Orlando Pulse shooting. They really helped a lot of people and give them counseling. So I just truly believe that, we're all, human out here. We all need, the love and the words from other people sometimes. Sometimes you can think what you have to believe in your own mind of what traumatic incident you might have gone through, but to actually be counseled through that through somebody else is very important. So by giving back to those communities and those charities, it's just extremely important to us.
Well, I love that it's part of your mission statement. Like, it's part of what you want to do.
Yeah.
I think businesses and people, and Melissa, I'll ask you about your community, your thoughts on community give back. But I think people say it, but sometimes it's unsaid, and then you may give back. But isn't it cool to know up front that you're working with a company or working with some great people who actually that's part of their daily thought process. That's what they want to do. All right, Melissa, how about you?
I really think it's good to give back to the community. I know that, me having a son who is autistic, we've really got involved with UCF CARD, which has been great for us here. I really love their mission. They helped me with a lot of behavioral classes, ways I can implement things at home. Been really, really great. I think that, giving back to the community where they help you is most important. I'm forever grateful for their help, and definitely want to make sure that we give back to them and any other organization that we can that would benefit, because there's a lot of children out there and the rate for autism is going up. It's like 1 in 48 boys. It's quite a lot.
Wow.
So, your kids need a lot of love and attention, and, it's great to find organizations that help with that too. So that's been one that's really near and dear to my heart, and I really could benefit.
I like the community involvement so much. We're just such a big proponent of that here on the show, and the audience is definitely big into that. All right, so you have to give me the story. I didn't ask Tracy popped on.
Oh,
Hey,
Tracy's
what's
watching.
up, Brother Stein? There you go. Where did Red Fox come in?
It's actually a name we just really liked from the beginning, and we kept we would talk about other names, but we just always got drawn back to that. And then when we started doing logo creations, that's really when we were like, all right, this is what we want, because we just really loved the way our logo turned out, and we thought it was just perfect, and we really wanted to.
Because once I posted this morning, I had a whole bunch of people message me, where did Red Fox come from? Make sure you ask them.
We just love the name. We really love it.
Yeah.
And it's very popular now. I mean, Emily even got me a really nice coffee cup to use in the morning with a little red fox.
Nice.
So, it's real sweet.
It's one of those things that whenever you finally, are going through names, one keeps popping up more than others.
Right.
So, I just kept seeing foxes everywhere.
Your horoscope.
Yeah.
It's
We're all
funny.
about that.
Before, so my thought process when Tracy sent me the information initially, or one of you reached out, I can't remember how it went. I was like, okay, so Red Fox. Immediately, I'm a guy, right? So I'm like, oh gosh, all right. So foxes. Sorry, that's an old term.
We can be
And so I love it though. I'm just
too,
sharing with you. That's actually
hey,
some of the
why not?
comments they reminded me this morning. They're like, are they hot, Ted? You can't make that up. Listen, they're beautiful ladies on the inside and the outside.
Thank you.
But I love the logo. I love what you've done, and show them a little bit if you can. You brought something today.
I did, but my cookies
I'll
might
hold
fall
that.
off.
That's all right. We can at least push it
Alright,
up here.
well,
Look, you
we
can
brought
see.
some cookies with a little red.
Hey, look
They're all
at
gonna
it.
fall off.
That's all right.
All right, here.
You got the promo
Here
there.
we go,
Look
Red
at it.
Fox.
It's a tray.
It's not gonna work.
But it doesn't matter. I love the promo.
Well, we love the cookies, okay?
Oh, look, Shirley's
Hi,
on.
Shirley.
I'm actually about to
I
make a
can't
big
wait to
order
come
with them
to the
today.
Lipson's party.
Yes, Shirley's amazing. You want
She's
to
great.
talk about somebody who's really involved. She's been on the show, really involved. She's a great friend, a close friend of mine, and she absolutely does so much for the community. She's another one. She's a business owner that just gives back constantly,
Yes.
and that's what we want to promote. Don't you want to do business with somebody who gives back all the time?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily matter what charity it is,
She
just
helps
that they're
us.
involved.
Yeah. Well, actually, she's hosting an event on July 1st that we're going to be attending. It's a woman-to-woman event, and we cannot wait to go. We've already signed up. Shirley's
I
gonna
know
be
that's
making
out
some
in Winter
sweet treats.
Springs.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Shirley's
at her
gonna
house.
make some
It's
sweet
amazing.
treats,
We are
and we can't
excited
wait
to
to
be
go.
there. Yeah.
It's really great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so Tracy, thank you. Tracy finally says hi. He's back.
I call him Charlie. That's his name.
You call him
now.
Charlie?
Hi,
I like
Charlie.
it. If we could teach people how to give back and do community, this world would be a better place. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
would
whole
be.
point of the show, Shirley. We're trying.
Got
We're
it.
working on it on a daily basis. And we have people like Melissa and Emily and Shirley and Tracy who are constantly out there setting the example. Like, you're constantly out there. You're doing it. You're showing it. You're taking pictures. Shirley says hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. Oh, he's never going to live it down.
Oh, Charlie, I'm going to have to find that one out, Brother Stein. All right, so we're going to share all of Emily and Melissa's contact information, the Redfox contact information, how you can reach out to them, angels, there it is. Oh, now I get it.
You gotta say it at the
Ooh,
same
I'm a little
time.
slow.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
they need a third, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
might have one.
We'll share all of that when we're finished with the
You
show.
can be the stand-in, Ted.
I'll be the third angel. I'm definitely not an angel, but I like it.
For today. you
For
are.
today, I am.
For today.
Any parting words of wisdom from you guys? Anything you want to share before we head out? We'll start. You guys start.
I think everyone should just live every day to treat other people the way you want to be treated. I think that's number one. I think people lose focus on all the negativity things in the world. Give back. Do something nice for somebody, whether it's someone in front of you, behind you, just somebody. You know, it feels good to have something done nice for you and to treat people the way you want to be treated. And I don't feel like that's something too hard to do. So today, treat
Agreed.
somebody the way you want to be treated.
I love it. All right,
Yeah.
Emily, how about you?
I couldn't agree more with that. I would say that there's something that stuck with me for years that I read somewhere, and I can't remember who wrote it, but it was, excuses are the shovel with which you dig your own grave. And to really think about that, you know, you make the excuse. At the end of the day, you live in your own reality. So if you believe that you can't do it, you know, then you can't do it. You have to really remember that anything is possible. And we both come from a background that we had to really rise up from those ashes. So you know, everybody out there has their own story. And we definitely came from different backgrounds, but something that where we had to grow from. And we are growing. Today we're still learning. So, you know, that's why we give back to the community, because just as much as you give back to the community, they're going to give back to you in a way that you'll never understand until you put yourself in that place. So by that growth, you can really achieve things that you never would have thought are possible, or just keep believing that they're possible.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
ladies. All right, you've been a joy to have on the show.
Thanks
See,
for
it wasn't
having
that
us.
bad, was
No,
it?
it actually wasn't.
It's
No.
so easy. It's just three people having a conversation. You guys are great. We'll share all their contact information. They're going to post everything, all of their links. You want to reach out to them. They've got some cool stuff. I mean, why not? You want to work with, trust me, you want to work with people who give back. And so it's so important, in my opinion. That's who you should be doing business with all the time. All right. Appreciate you guys.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you back later on. We love
Bye.
you. Mwah. Thanks for the intro, Tracy. We'll see you soon.
Bye, Charlie.
Bye, Charlie.